Conrad had spent 20 years being called crazy. His neighbors laughed at the underground grow lights, the seed vault, the water filtration system, the fuel storage, and the perimeter fencing that wrapped around every acre of his rural Tennessee property. His wife June never laughed. Neither did their kids, Dillon, Beckett, and Paige, who each built their own homes on the same land, learned the same skills, and ran the same drills. That day came on a Tuesday morning when Yellowstone stopped being a tourist attraction and became the thing that ended everything. Conrad was standing in the field when the emergency alert hit his radio, and by the time the signal went dead an hour later, the sky to the northwest had already changed color. He called his family to the main house, activated a plan they had rehearsed 100 times, and by nightfall they were sealed in watching ash fall like gray snow across everything they owned. The cattle were sheltered, the chickens secured, the pigs moved underground, and the grow lights humming beneath their feet. 6 months later, they were still standing while the rest of the world apparently wasn't. The ash hadn't stopped. The sky hadn't cleared. The temperature had dropped and stayed dropped, but they had food, water, heat, and each other, and Conrad had believed that was enough. He believed that right up until morning, he walked the fence line and found boot tracks in the ash that didn't belong to anyone on his property. Fresh ones, more than one set. Whoever made them had been standing at that fence long enough to leave a deep impression, like they were taking their time, counting buildings, measuring distances. Conrad stood over those tracks for a long moment, the gray sky pressing down on him, and felt something he hadn't felt since the eruption. Fear, not for himself, for his family, because those tracks didn't wander. They didn't stumble across the property by accident. They walked a straight, deliberate line along the fence and disappeared back into the ash-covered tree line. And something about that kind of patience was far more terrifying than anything Yellowstone had already thrown at them.